I am so glad that you have joined me for this healthy hangout on the nervous system. So we're going to talk about nervous system. This isn't, oh my gosh, you're on my nerves. That's what we think of like nerves. We think, when your mom's like, or maybe you're the mom and you're going, you're on my nerves. Well, think about this. Just that saying, what does that mean? That means you are just like driving me batty, right? So think about this, and when I go like this, it's exactly like a symptom of a poor nervous system, convulsions, dizziness, things like that, because the reason that we say that is because it's like you just feel like something is all over you. That's exactly the way the nervous system is. Let me see if I can get a picture and show you kind of how the nervous system looks. All the nerves, the nervous system is part of our body that works that we don't even have to think about how it works. So like it's our involuntary things, breathing, digestive. You don't have to tell yourself, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You wouldn't be able to do anything else if you did, right? So it's an involuntary thing that is continually happening in our body. It's telling us to breathe. It's telling us things. Let me just read from my notes. The nervous system is the body's command and control system. It carries information from the body to the brain through the sensory nerves, responses to stimuli, and the brain communicates with the body by sending all the different signals, electric impulses and chemical constitutes to the muscles, organs, and glands through the motor nerves. So it's everywhere in your body. You've got all these different nerve endings. Have you ever touched something hot? When you touch something hot, what is your first thing? You pull it back. And how quickly does the brain work to do that? Because think about this. If you touch something hot and your nervous system isn't right, your hand's going to sit there and it's going to burn. And you might wait till you look and see smoke coming off of it before you remove it. But instead, all the receptor sites in the circulation in your hand, that is already there inside. So when you get close to something, you immediately come back and you pull it away, right? Because the nervous system uses signals in the form of neurotransmitters comprised of amino acids, peptides, which are proteins, macro and trace minerals, and vitamins to communicate with the body. So the nervous system controls both voluntary and involuntary, which is what I was talking about. Voluntary actions are those we control consciously, and involuntary actions are what are without conscious control. So the heartbeat, our heart beating, that's controlled by our nervous system. Other organ functions and involuntary actions are regulated by the autonomic nervous system. So the different things that the nervous system needs to be fed daily with vitamin B, calcium, magnesium, potassium, trace minerals, and essential fatty acids. Okay. What are some different diseases of the nervous system? Let's look and see. And this is from Nutrition 101. I love that a lot of the notes that I've got are coming from Nutrition 101. Some of the diseases of the nervous system are going to be like Parkinson's disease, MS, multiple sclerosis, autism, and different, I take it back, ADD, ADHD. Those are nervous system. Those are nervous system diseases, things like that. Restless leg syndrome, Parkinson's disease. Did I mention that one? Also, some other ones I was looking. Oh, Lou Gehrig's disease, the ALS. It's all the nervous system. Huntington's disease, schizophrenia, restless leg, Parkinson's, just to name a few. Okay, my grandma passed away of supranuclear palsy. That's a nervous system disease. Okay, they thought she had Parkinson's because she had the shakes. So when you see people with shaking and stuff, a lot of times that's a nervous system that there's something misfiring there. There's a reason for that. So what do you need to do? Lots of vitamin Bs, calcium, magnesium. What kind of food is good? Let's look and see. Good foods: asparagus, cabbage, citrus fruit, chia seeds, eggs, fish, flax seeds, kidney beans, pine nuts, rice bran, sprouts, sunflower seeds, turnips, vitamin C rich foods, vitamin B rich foods. So you can actually Google vitamin C rich foods, vitamin B rich foods, whole grains, and wheat germ. What are poor things to put in our nervous system for our nervous system? Okay, artificial colors and flavors, alcohol, artificial sweeteners. I will tell you, oh my goodness, you know, when you talk about the brain and things like that, a lot of people that have memory issues, they have a lot of Alzheimer's, things like that, dementia. Look into everything that had artificial sweeteners in it. I was drinking water, one of my pregnancies, the Propel water has artificial sweetener in it. It has a sweetener in it. It's aspartame. Aspartame actually causes nerve damage. Sweet and low equal all those. My kids take the packages from the restaurants. I find them in their pockets all the time, and they put it on top of an anthill. The ants won't get near it, or those that do, they immediately start getting paralyzed, like when they start picking it up and stuff. It's that powerful, okay? It will poison the ants. So think about how little they are and how that granule over time, bioaccumulation of your body. You may think, oh, well, I just have one Coke a day or a Diet Coke a day or something like that. Bioaccumulation, the more that you put that in and the more that you put it in, the more you're going to see results of it affecting your nervous system. Caffeine. Have you ever had too much caffeine? It makes you jittery, right? Cakes, candy, dairy, excessive red meat, fried foods, hydrogenated fats and oils. So when you see something that's trans fat, that's hydrogenated. So if you see something that's no trans fat, that's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing to buy. You need to know what else is in it. Margarine and shortenings. Those are bad fats. When I was growing up, the low fat was such a fad. Everything was low fat. Why did they take all the fat out of stuff? Because we look at the word fat, F-A-T, and we think, oh, that will maybe cause you to be fat. But that good fats like coconut oil and avocados and stuff like that, those good fats are actually great for your brain, and they're what your body needs. Sodas, sugar, sweet baked goods, and trans fats as well. And so, which is hydrogenated oils. So those are just a few of the things that are good foods that you can put in your body. And so the reason we want to put these good foods in our body and these good things in our body is because you're going to get better results, okay? If you're dealing with something that's like a diagnosis, like I said, MS or something like that, a lot of times people say, oh, well, try this and this will help, and they don't see results. Well, how long have you had that nervous system issue? How long is that, that it's been? So it takes a lot of time to work slowly with the nervous system to reverse things. CoQ10 is so important for your nervous system. CoQ10 and good fats and good fatty acids and stuff, they're so good for your nervous system because they're going to help go in there and help change the damage that's done. So let's dive into different oils and supplements that we've got for the nervous system. The first one, frankincense vitality, is fabulous. It's phenomenal. Frankincense just overall for your whole immune system, your whole body, the way everything works. But one of my favorites is copaiba. And copaiba is great for, do you know people that have had like nervous system injuries? Maybe you've been in a car wreck in your neck or something pinches a nerve or something like that. This is great to help your body respond natural to injuries, is copaiba. So taking this every single day is what my husband does. And his back has felt so much better since he started doing that, okay? So he drinks this in his Ningxia Red. Of course I'm going to say Ningxia Red, right? Because we say Ningxia Red every week in every video, right? And so Copaiba is so helpful for the inflammation that is caused from injuries. Another one of my favorites is bergamot. So bergamot is very calming, very relaxing. Drinking this in some tea, some bergamot tea, is great. It's a great start to your day. Just drinking it in some hot water, very calming and relaxing. And that's what, earlier when I said, you're getting on my nerves. That's what we're looking at. It's like, what is it that is going to help the nerves? If you're shaking and things like that, that's your nerves, or something is misfiring. So you need to calm that down. What are some great calming things to even to diffuse? Any of the citrus ones, Citrus Fresh, lime, those are just two that I grabbed. Stress Away. Stress Away has lime in it, right? And it has copaiba in it as well. But those are great ones to diffuse and help the nervous system to, as you are breathing that in, the nervous system is really relaxing and it's taking it all in, but it's going into those cells that have maybe been damaged and it's opening them up and it's cleansing them. If you are plugging in plugins or wax warmers, things like that, it's actually doing your nervous system more damage. Do you know that? Because all of that bioaccumulation and breathing it in, it's going into those cells and it's actually blocking it and causing further damage. Cleaners and stuff. That part of the nervous system is getting rid of those toxins out of your home, okay? And so getting the Thieves Cleaner, getting all of the Thieves products. I've got them on the shelf back there. All these Thieves products and stuff. Getting them all in your home, and we're ditching all of the rest of the stuff, because that's when you're going to see a huge, tremendous shift in your wellness. Okay, so lavender, of course, especially those like the restless leg syndrome, stuff like that. Put these oils on before you go to bed. You put oils on before you go to bed, you're going to notice a difference in the way that your body reacts. Peace and Calming. And Peace and Calming 2 is a great one too. Now, these are my two favorites. This is partially why my nose is running. Do you hear me sniffing? Because of this oil. And so I love this oil. I've been using it a lot. I have like 4 or 5 bottles of it. And the other day I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to start doing that and see if it doesn't help. And today it made my nose run today. So I'll tell you more about that in a second. But clarity. So have you ever felt like foggy headed and you're just like, I can't think straight. I can't get everything. So that's the way I've felt lately. And I've just got so much paperwork to do and I've got so many different things to do and so many to-do lists and I just can't think straight. And then my kids come ask a question and I get distracted. And so I'm just not, I don't feel like I'm thinking clearly. Clarity is great for that. So the other day I saw where someone is dropping oils on her head. And so I dropped 10 oils of this on my head so far this week every day. And it is helping. Well, guess what? It has rosemary in it. And rosemary actually works to help your mucus and stuff, but it's great for your brain and for your memory. Rosemary is phenomenal for your brain and memory. But it will make your nose run if you have stuff in your nose that doesn't belong. So my nose has been running all day. So clarity is one that it also has a number of different, it's loaded with oils that are great for the brain, okay? Hinoki, 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 Hinoki. This is like a light switch. I have a little song. You do the Hinoki pokey and you turn yourself around. That's how you knock your kids out. Put the Hinoki right in here. This is also great for the nervous system because think about this. If you can't turn your brain down, we don't want to turn it off, our nervous system. We don't want it to go off whenever we're sleeping because then we won't breathe, right? but you've got to shut things down to where you can rest and you can get in that deep sleep. And if you can't get there, your nervous system is going to reap some pretty bad effects. So Hinoki is one. It's great. Just putting it on and just getting that good deep sleep. Now, and Tranquil is now this one a lot of people use during the day just to chill out. It helps them to chill out. It's great during the day, just applying it and just relaxing. I'm getting that relaxing feeling. So let's talk about CoQ10, like I mentioned, okay? So CoQ10 is in a few of our products, all right? One it's in is Omega Dries. So Omega Dries is our fish oil, okay? So we've got this little bitty capsule. It's got our great fatty fish oil in there, okay? But also has it also has vitamin D, vitamin E, omega-3 fatty acids, CoQ10, clove, German chamomile, and spearmint. Those are phenomenal. All of them put together are phenomenal for the way that your nervous system is going to behave. Now, a lot of people go, oh, I don't like fish oil. Fish oil, it's stinky. A lot of them, that if you smell it, it's probably rancid. Adding the clove, German chamomile, and spearmint, especially the clove, this does not have a fishy taste. And this is from some of the purest fish that you can even imagine, okay? Also, another one is Mindwise. Mindwise. If you're not drinking Mindwise and you need your brain to function better or your nervous system to do better and perform better, Mindwise. Loaded with CoQ10, okay? CoQ10, it has the Sashi Inchi seed oil in it. Sashi Inchi seed oil is great for the brain and getting everything to kind of work back the way that it should. Another nitro, Ningxia Nitro. This comes in, let me open it up and I'll show you. Comes in little bitty tubes. It's not pasty, it's liquid, but that's all it is. It's all it takes too. 0.68 ounces, not much. Loaded, power packed, full of vitamin B. It also has, and I'll have to look and read on it to say, it's got niacin, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and iodine in it. This has the ginseng root, and the ginseng root in other countries, they smoke it and they take the ginseng root, and that helps with their memory and retention. So nitro is great for like memory and retention, things like that, okay? Because it's going to really help make things click and fire better. Ningxia Red. Of course, I say Ningxia Red all the time. People always say, what's good for such and such? And I go, are you drinking your Ningxia Red? This is a game changer for your whole overall body, but especially your brain and your nervous system. You're really going to see the effects of it because everything just starts working right. And of course, Amino-Wise. Amino-Wise is phenomenal for your overall health, but all of the minerals, calcium, magnesium, potassium that I mentioned earlier, right here in a powdery drink. It also has L-citrulline in it. And you know, a lot of times circulation can be the cause for the neurotransmitters to not fire right, to mess up the nervous system. L-citrulline actually goes in and helps the circulation, helps the way that everything works and everything runs with your body. So we just drink like 1/4 of a scoop or even 1/2 of a scoop, not even a whole scoop. I have one child that does not like the way it tastes. He is my citrus child. He does not like berry taste. And it didn't really have a berry taste to me. So I put 5 drops of lime in with his. He chugs it down just like that. And I like to add it to my Ningxia. It's very helpful. Okay, sulfurzyme and sulfurzyme powder. These two right here. Why taking this is it going to help your nervous system? Well, the MSM that it has in here, and both of these are going to help. Now, this one actually is a powder that you can make a little drink with, and it actually flavor it up a little bit. But then sulfurzyme capsules, you can take this and it will just a capsule to take. What does it do? This is going to help the absorption. So if you're using this at night and you're putting this all over your body, taking sulfurzymes is actually going to help the absorption. And with your nervous system, all over your body, you've got all these nerves and everything like that. And so with this is actually going to help it all kind of bring it all together and take it to your whole body. And so that is, and it's putting it and depositing it where it needs to go to help the circulation, to help neurotransmitters fire just the way that they need to. And so, all right, so for our wellness plan and for what to order for your nervous system, let me give you a few other ideas. Frankincense Vitality, Lavender Vitality, Rosemary Vitality. Remember, I mentioned it was in Clarity. Grab it in the Vitality and take it orally. And Lemon Vitality. Also some supplements, Nixia Red, Nitro, Mindwise, Omega Gize 3, Mega Cal, it's got your calcium in it as well, Mineral Essence, Super C tablets and chewables, multigreens, Master's Formula, and AminoWise. So a great first order would be Mindwise, Nixia Red, Nitro, Omega Gize, Brain Power Oil. I love Brain Power Oil. The other day, my husband, we were both talking about how foggy we felt we were. I think we came off a vacation and then we're just like, we just wish we were back there, right? And so anyway, I told him, I said, brain power, you need brain power oil. He goes, yeah, that's literally what I need. So I said, just put it right here under your nose. And he was like instantly, like then he started doing the checkbook and stuff. He instantly was doing better. Mineral Essence and AminoWise. So that's a great little start for you. If you can't get that, all of it, I would start out with AminoWise and maybe some Nitro and Nixia, or some AminoWise and some Omega Gize, something like that, supplements to help start you on your road. And how do you use them and where to use them? Well, there's instructions on each bottle, but also just going in and getting a wellness plan and getting a calendar and going, okay, I'm going to use this. If you, like this sits in my bathroom, so I'll remember to put those 10 drops on the top of my head every morning. This sits next to my nightstand, so I put this on the backs of my legs and on my arms and chest before I go to bed. And so whenever this sits by my tea, by my coffee maker and my tea maker in the kitchen, when you see it, use it. If you say, oh, I was going to use this, but I kept forgetting. When you think of it, use it. When you think of it, take it. I believe that that's the body's way of telling you, hey, I need this, so I'm going to take it. Also, I would seriously consider switching everything over, just ditching, switching. If you need help with that, contact me, and I will be able to help you get everything switched over and get in a system and help guide you do that. And so thank you for joining me about the nervous system. We'll see you next time on Healthy Hangout.